All right, camp set. In case a thunder gusher comes in, I can duck for cover. I'm gonna get some food going, and while the water's boiling, I'm gonna get my bed made up, get my pack in the tent, and then eat some dinner and go down and catch some more of those monster tiger trout. Heck yeah, that made my day. Took a while to get them, but once I found the right spot, good to go. Heck yeah. All right, for the dinner tonight, got some Penang curry from my favorite Thai place in town. Brought it home, freeze dried it, made a meal out of it. Excited to have that tonight. Get me a snack. I better have that snack right now. I'm getting lightheaded. Probably a little bit of altitude plus low on calories, so you get that red dragon fruit. That's really good. All right, for my cookware, I got the GSI Outdoors Howlite boiler, 1 liter pot. And I got the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 for my burner. Get some water in there for my curry. Looks like the mosquitoes are out, so I gotta go get some bug stuff on while that's boiling. All right, my water is getting close, so let's get this curry prepped. And there's what it looks like inside, all freeze dried up. A little rice, Penang curry, some bell peppers, water bamboo shoots, I think. Some other things in there as well. All right, got some water in there. Might have put a little bit too much in there, but we'll see. It's a little soupy, but there's rice in there, so it'll soak up that moisture pretty good, I hope. Ooh yeah. Oh, smells of a restaurant good. Heck yeah. All right, we're bringing all the comforts of home. I brought my high back chair again, being it was only 3 1/4 miles in here. I figured, what the heck, I can carry a little extra weight. Besides, I'm known for packing a lot, so what the heck. Gotta live up to the name, I guess. Alright, but yeah, this high back chair sits high off the ground too. It's super comfy. Picked these up from Costco online, 2-pack for a reasonable price. Because it's a high back chair, you gotta slide these bars into the top part before you do the bottom part. Like so. Whew, still dizzy. There we go. Just like so. I got my nice high back chair to have some dinner. Check on it real quick. Alright, let's see how we did. Penang curry. Freeze dried meal from our favorite restaurant. There it is right there. Yummy, yummy. Heck yeah. Oh, of course, can't forget Coke Zero. Woo-wee. Bottoms up. Oh yeah. Penang curry, Coke Zero. Oh, I think I might even have some ice cream later. All right, food's in me, Coke Zero's in me. Time to get out there and get serious on some fishing. See how we do. Alright, I'm hooked up again. See what we got here. Doesn't feel very big. Oh, there it is. Just surfaced. Oh, fighter. Well, let's see what we got. Yeah. Upset little tiger. Let's get him out of the water. Take a look at him. Not real big, but fish is a fish is a fish. Heck yeah. All right. Can be done. Got another one. Yeah, it's a nice tiger. All right, I'm gonna let you go. All right, got another one. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, come to Papa. Yeah, fight his own, brother. Oh, he just popped off. All right, that was fun. Oh. Come on, do it again. Yeah. Woo. Come to Papa. Heck yeah. Feels like a good one. Oh. Don't get twisted up in the rocks there. Come on. Oh yeah, it's a good one. Oh yeah. Woo! Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Woo! Ooh, look at that one. Heck yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Almost missed it. It's getting late, but thought I'd try for another, and heck yeah. Well, he was coming clean out of the water. He was a jumper. Tiger trout. Oh, he just got off. Look at that. Way to go, buddy. Heck yeah. And what a beautiful evening by the lake. Oh my goodness, look at those reflections. So beautiful. The fish are still biting too, and it's just twilight, so it's I'm gonna fish for a little bit longer, then I'll go back to camp and make a fire and call it an evening. But it's been a good day fishing. One brook and all the rest were tigers. So it's been a great night, great trip out so far. Cuberant, Basin, exceeded expectations this time, so heck yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, I heard on the radio that we had a statewide fire restriction, but typically that didn't apply to the Uinta Wildernessarea. so I checked before I left to make sure. And the information on the utahfireinfo.gov website showed the whole state has no fires except the Uintas. So got a fire tonight and I'm enjoying it. It's awesome. It's just a nice peaceful night. It's just a slight breeze, clear skies. It's a little chilly. I can tell it's getting later in the year already. It's amazing how this summer flew by with that remodel, but golly, it's done now. So now I can focus on playing. Anyway, turned out nice. We're super happy with how it turned out. It was a disaster, but anyway, the rebuild ended up being new and better, so I guess it's all for good. It's good to be back in the Uintas. Sure was a much needed break from all that working. But solo this time. Christy stayed back to watch the grandkids. I kind of wanted to do that too, but I needed to get a trip in to the Uintas so that I could be more ready for next week's hike to Kings Peak, or attempt at Kings Peak. I don't know. Hopefully the weather will be good for us and the mileage won't be too bad. I know it's 30 miles round trip from Henry's Fork Trailhead to Kings Peak. Should be okay. Even though I haven't been doing hiking, I've been doing a lot of working. So that working's been keeping me in shape as well. So hopefully that's enough to keep my trail legs under me for the Kings Peak trip. So, but anyway, we miss Christy being here this time, and excited to see the family tomorrow when I get back. So, all right, solo tonight, but it's a nice night, so I'll take it. It's time for some dessert. Been carrying around this Rice Krispie treat for a while. Figure I better eat it up before it gets any more smushed, because it's already pretty flat. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this Rice Krispie treat, and of course, from home, some freeze-dried ice cream. Heck yeah. Not just any ice cream, it's Culver's restaurant, their frozen custard. So cubed it up, put it in the freeze dryer, freeze dried custard. Getting excited for that. Nice and crunchy, just like ice cream should be, right? Just kidding. Good stuff. Culver's frozen custard, freeze dried. It's good stuff. All right, well, I'm going to finish my ice cream and probably let this fire burn down and get some night shots of some stars maybe, and then head to bed. All right, good morning, day 2. Had a good night sleep last night. I slept so good I actually slept in a little bit. The sun beat me up this morning, so missed the sunrise, but that's all right. I'm feeling real well rested. It was a nice peaceful night. Starting to get the water boiling so I can get some breakfast going, and start packing up camp here and decide if I want to go to another hike, to another lake, or maybe just fish island or this Cuberant lake again on my way out. Anyway, I'm going to get some food in me so I can think better. And go from there. For this morning's brew, I'm going to use some Folgers packets, along with, I like cappuccino, so or a latte, either one's good, but I got this Nestle's latte, caramel latte, so it's like water ready. Get those in there with the sweet and low, and I'm good to go. Alright, I had to go down and get some water. I needed more water, so I got the orange CNOC bag. I think it's a 3 liter. Anyways, the biggest one, yeah, 3 liter bag. Dirty water here, I did orange for that, and then I did a 3 liter clean bag, which is blue, so I can tell between the two so I don't ever get them crossed. And then I got the Sawyer gravity feed system with the tubing that goes from one to the next. I just hooked those up. You hook the filter on the tubing to the clean bag. Hook the tubing on the dirty bag. Okay. Once that's connected, then it'll just gravity feed. My Sawyer's not flowing. That's because I haven't used it yet this season, so I need to back flush it. So I got some clean water in here. You get your syringe on there. You can back flush it with clean water until it starts flowing. Yeah, it's just a trickle now, a little bit more. Now it's flowing. Okay, once it's flowing good, we're back in business. It's just a little trick you got to do sometimes to get that working. Now it's flowing. Good job. Seems like it's flowing real good. This bag is partially filled now. For breakfast, I'm going to have DeliciOats, overnight oats, red raspberry flavor. I'm going to have them hot because I prefer them hot rather than cold. So I'm going to get the boiling water in there as directed, and that's what my breakfast is going to be. There's a large portion, very filling. Should get me going for the whole day here, at least until late lunch. Alright, we'll get that going. Discount code in the description if you want to try these out. Anyway, DeliciOats for breakfast. That's what it's going to be today. Yeah, last night when I was taking some pictures around camp with the stars and the campfire and tent and all that stuff, I noticed there was some noise beside me over here, and there was a deer just right here, right in camp. It's too dark to get a picture of it, but it just wandered off down towards the lake there. But I'm thinking that it came from behind my tent over here, which means, crossing my fingers, that my trail camera over here may have picked it up as it was walking behind my tent. I'm gonna go take a look and see if I got lucky enough to get a wildlife sighting on the trail camera. All right, well, no deer on that trail camera, but there was a squirrel that ran across here that got that on. I'll show that, but pretty cool. Saw something anyway. All right, breakfast is ready. My brew is ready. Time to soak up some sun in camp here. This looks like a good spot right there. Oh yeah. Oh, time to relax. Let that sun soak in good. Listen to the sounds of nature. Fly the drone up for a little bit. Take a look-see around, and we wander on down there and do some fishing.
Under a sky so wide and blue, where the mountain peaks cut right through, the high wind has called my name, a place where my heart stakes its claim. out dancing those crystal streams, the kind you only see in dreams. Backpack strapped, I hit the trail, through whispering pines and a gentle gale. High winter dreams, they pull me near to the lake so still and the air so clear. Each step I take, each sight I see, writes a memory deep inside of me. A moose moves slow through morning haze, deer glance up with their quiet gaze. The campfire glows as stories flow under starlit skies where the embers glow. The weight of the world fades away with every sunrise and close of day. The mountain breeze hums soft and low, a melody only the wild can know. How in a dream they pull me near to the lake so still and the air so clear. Each step I take, each sight I see, writes a memory deep inside of me.
It's off to a slow start this morning. Got camp all broke, all cleaned up, all packed, ready for the trail. Campfire's out, everything's cleaned up, no trash around. Anyway, I'm gonna head down to the lake and just kind of fish my way down the shoreline back towards the trailhead, and then depending on how much time I have when I get to the other end of the lake, I'll decide if I'm gonna hike to another lake and fish or just head back. But that's my plan for this morning. Off to a late start, so I'm kind of limited on what I can do. But been great. It's been a great little camp spot right here. It's about 200 yards off the water, off trail through the woods a little bit, so it's kind of secluded. So pretty nice. I'd come back to this spot again. It's a pretty nice spot. So all right, here we go. All right, through the woods we go, down to the lake. A little off trail scramble to get back down to the main trail and to the lake. All right, first fish of the day. A nice little tiger. Yeah. Woohoo! First tiger of the day. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice. Right on. Let's do a nice release right there. Adios, buddy. Thanks for playing. All right, fished this for about an hour. No luck, just had some bites on the one end and caught one is all. Middle of the day, fish aren't too active right now, so I'm going to move on down to this next lake and see if I can catch something there on my way out of here. All right, I fished this little Lily Pond Lake for a little bit, but no action this time, so I'm going to head on down the trail. All right, I decided to go hit this other lake while I'm in here. I don't know when I'll get in here again, so figured I'd just hit it real quick. All right, well there she is. That's about a 5-minute detour to get here. Not very far at all. Pretty lake. See if there's any fish in this thing. Throw my line in a few times and see what happens. And then head on out. All right, I walked up. There's some brook trout cruising the shoreline right here. So I don't know, looks promising. I'll throw my line out there a little bit and see what happens. Look at that big daddy. It's right there in that bottom. There's 2 of them down there. Took me about 5 minutes to hike over here. About 20 minutes of fishing. Had a couple of hits on the jake and one on the gulp minnow. There's a lot of them feeding on the surface. I did not break out my fly and stuff, so I don't know. Come in here with a fly pole, you might do all right. There's a lot of fish there everywhere. It's time to head on back to the truck and get on back to town. It's after 12 already, so lunchtime came and went, so I need to eat a snack on the trail on my way back. Here we go. There's a little pika. Hey little guy, what you up to? You just hanging out? Starting to get a view as I make my way back out of this Cuberant Basin over here. It's been coming up this little trail to here. It's a pretty good climb. That was a good climb out of there. I need to get some water in my water bottle so I can suck on it and stay hydrated. Plus, I don't know if I got a blister forming on my left big toe or if I just got something on my shoe. So I'm going to investigate that too while I'm at it. I don't want it to get worse. All right, I got my energy packets in my water bottle, and I don't see a blister on my toe, but just to be safe, I'm going to put some Luco tape on it, and I keep Luco tape on my fishing rod right there, so I can just unravel it right here, take as much as I need off there, and put it on my foot, and it'll always be with me because I'm always trying to fish. There, I just wrapped some Luco tape around the bottom of that pad there, just to make sure I don't form a blister, because that would suck for next week hiking. I think it was just debris in my shoe, but playing it safe. All right, I'm put back together on the trail again. I don't feel that on my toe anymore, so it must have just been that piece of wood or something inside my shoe worked its way to the toe, and it feels all right now. So better safe than sorry. Check it out early before it becomes something, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna keep moseying down the trail, but I'm coming up on my most favorite view of this trail, so I'm gonna flip around and take a look at that. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, wait for it. Ooh, heck yeah. I know we saw it coming in, but it never gets old. It's always worth seeing coming out too. Look at that. That is fantastic. Woohoo! Alright, so there it is. I got to go down this trail down into the bottom there, then hike up that river drainage up to past Lake Trailhead. Nice. And the trail's littered with flowers. Wildflowers everywhere. Pretty. Magic in nature. Alright, made it back to the main trail here on the Lofty Loop. I didn't see a soul on the trail I just came off of, but this is a pretty popular loop. So I'm sure I'll see plenty of people on this section of trail. All right, made it to the Weber River Trail Junction. I'm on the last final stretch up to the trailhead. All right, made it to the final junction. 0.2 to go. Back to the trail head. Woohoo! It's a hot one today. All right, time to close this trail out. It was an awesome all-around trip, minus Christy not being here. But we'll catch her on one of the next ones. Yeah, it was a good, I don't know, 8 miles round trip overall. With my little side spurs that I took and stuff, which is a good training hike for Kings Peak next week. Hope I'm ready. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. This is our next adventure, Henry's Fork Basin. Come on up through Gunsight Pass, work our way up to Anderson Pass, work our way up to Kings Peak, and then return back the same way we came. Should be a good trip. That's what's coming next.